Good morning! Welcome to a new month here in UpStreet. And of course, since it's a new month, that means that we also have a new big idea. And that is trust and knowing that we can always count on God. So if you want to know more about trust, keep watching. But before that, I have a question for you. What is the nicest thing that your sibling or your friend has ever done for you? It could be giving presents on your birthday, or it could also be the simple things, like when your sibling did your chores for you, or when your friend called you to say hi, or that they're still your friends and they're still there for you. So those are just some of the nicest things someone has ever done for me. What about you, kids? Okay, so our game this morning is somehow related to that, and it's called the scenario game. I will be reading some scenarios or situations, and you have to decide whether it's a good thing or it's a bad thing. Now, kids, if you think it's a good thing, then do a thumbs up. However, if you think it's a bad thing, then do a thumbs down. Do you understand? Okay, let's say for example, you won a dance contest. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Okay, do you get it? If yes, then let's get started. Okay, first scenario. You wake up and your pillow is stuffed with marshmallows. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Who loves marshmallows? If you love marshmallows, then it sure is a good thing, right? Okay, moving on to our next scenario. Okay, next scenario is you lost your dog. You lost your dog. Who among you here has pets? So, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Okay, now next scenario is this time you find your dog. You find your dog. So, is that a thumbs up or thumbs down? Okay, nice. Now off to our fourth scenario. Okay, kids, this time the scenario is you fall and you have to wear a cast on your head in the shape of a cowboy's hat, and for a year. So, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Yes, wearing a cast on your head. Okay, now this is gonna be our last scenario, okay? Okay, are you ready? Okay, here it goes. Our last scenario is you won a year's worth of bubble gums. Is that a thumbs up or thumbs down? Who loves bubble gum? I do. So I think that's it for our games this morning. Now, this time, I want you to stand up and let's get ready to worship Jesus.
I was lost and could not see. I was searching, you found me. Your love opened my eyes. My heart forever changed. No more standing still, no more going back. Oh, your love is moving me. I came alive when you found me. I'll never be the same. Oh, I shouted out to everyone around me. I am forever changed. Your love is moving me, yeah. Moving me, moving me, yeah.
is your Ate Ella and I am back for storytelling time. Kids, I have a question for all of you. And this is a question about your families. For this part, I want everyone to stand up. Okay, I can't see you at your own houses, but I want everyone to stand up. Done? Okay, let us start. Kids, stay standing if you have one brother or one sister. Stand up. Okay, in my case, I need to sit down because I don't have a brother or a sister. But I'm gonna stay standing so that I can still do this activity with all of you. Now, stay standing if you have two brothers or two sisters. Or it can be mixed. Maybe you have one brother and one sister. Okay, are you still standing? Great. Now let's continue. Stay standing if you have three brothers or three sisters. Again, it can be mixed. Are you still standing? Okay, let's continue. This is the last one. Stay standing if you have four or more brothers and sisters. Okay, are you still standing? Okay, good job. Now, you may now take your seat. Sit down. Okay. Kids, we all have different family sizes. Some are big, some are small. And in my case, I'm only the only child in the family. But kids, you know what? Having a big family is sometimes cool. Like, everyone is having fun. The house is so full. The laughter, can you imagine the laughter of everyone in the house? That's fun. But sometimes having a big family is a problem too. Sometimes not good, especially for this guy in our story today. And I am talking about this guy who was like a part of a big family. I am talking about Joseph. And we can read about the life of Joseph in the Bible. So Joseph lived a long time ago. And Joseph was, like a normal boy, but he's a part of a big family. In fact, Joseph had 12 siblings. Okay, I can't even count it with my hands. But Joseph had 12 siblings. He has 11 brothers and a sister. That's how big their family is. And Joseph is a normal kid. He helps in the house. He and his other brothers helps with the chores in the house. But there's this thing. Joseph's dad thought that Joseph is a special boy. Like a very special one. Even Joseph's brother is thinking that our dad likes Joseph more than us. In fact, here's what happened. Because Joseph's dad thought that he is very special, his dad bought him a very beautiful coat. And you know what? Having a coat these times might be not special for some of us, but back then, back in Joseph's time, having a coat is a big thing already. Because not everyone can buy a coat during that time, or not everyone can afford a very beautiful coat. And here's the thing. Joseph's brother was so mad, jealous, angry, because it was only Joseph who got that coat. Okay, if we are in that case during that time, you would have been mad too. Like, your parents bought your sister a new clothes, or your parents bought your brother a new toy, but then you get nothing. So that's what Joseph's brother thought back then. And because Joseph's brother was so mad and jealous during that time, they thought, let's make Joseph disappear. We want Joseph to be gone. Isn't that sad? They want their own brother to be gone. And so, Joseph's brother made a plan. So one day, while Joseph was going to the fields to find his brothers surprised him. They tackled him on stripped him of his beautiful coat. Yes, Joseph's brother took his beautiful coat. And after taking his beautiful coat, they threw Joseph in a hole on the ground. Can you imagine how sad that is for Joseph? And it did not end there. So while Joseph was in the hole on the ground, Joseph's brothers saw some traveling strangers. And they thought, hey, let's just sell Joseph to these guys. We can get money. And that's what they did. They sold Joseph to these traveling strangers. Isn't that sad? So when Joseph was gone, his brothers just destroyed his beautiful coat and gave it to their dad. So now Joseph's dad is thinking that Joseph was eaten by an animal and is now dead. But then Joseph's story did not end there. So after Joseph was thrown in the hole on the ground, and after Joseph was sold to these traveling strangers, these strangers also sold Joseph to another guy, to a powerful army officer named Potiphar. That's so sad for Joseph. Being thrown on the ground, sold to a stranger, and sold to another person. But here's the thing. The army officer named Potiphar saw that Joseph is a good man and a hard-working man. And so, Potiphar told Joseph to be in charge of everything in his house. Kids, did you see it? Plot twist! From being someone who was sold, Joseph is now in charge of something big, like a house of this army officer? Yes, that's what happened. But it did not really end well during that time because after some time, we can find Joseph in prison. He was put into jail because of something he did not do. But we will talk about that next time. Today, from our story today, we can learn that Joseph trusted God no matter what. We can read it in Genesis chapter 39 verse 2 where it says, "Now the Lord was with Joseph." So, kids, did you hear that well? Did you get that? I will say it again. Now the Lord was with Joseph. It means that the Lord was with Joseph when Joseph was thrown into this hole in the ground, and the Lord was with Joseph when Joseph was sold to the strangers, and the Lord was with Joseph when Joseph was sold to Potiphar. So during all those times, the Lord was helping Joseph to grow strong and a hard-working person. So all of those things happened because Joseph knew that he can always count on God, even when he is afraid. So kids, I invite you next week to learn more about what happened in Joseph's life. That's it for today, and Kuya Chan Chan will see you in small group time. Bye for now!
Hi kids, and welcome to Small Group. So kids, were you listening to today's story? Okay, good, because right now we are going to discuss our bottom line. So I know we have been afraid, nervous, and scared sometimes. So right now I want you guys to close your eyes. After that, I'm going to describe some situations and I want you to imagine them. So if you think you've been afraid or you've been in that situation, I want you to give me 2 thumbs up. And if you wouldn't be afraid, I want you to give me 2 thumbs down. So do not be afraid because no one will be watching except me. So are you ready? So close your eyes. First situation. You have to try out for a new sports team. Again, you have to try out for a new sports team. Is it a thumbs up or a thumbs down? Will you be afraid to try out for a new sports team? Or will you be excited? So which is thumbs up or thumbs down? Okay, second situation. You have to go into a dark room alone, upstairs or downstairs. So is it thumbs up or thumbs down? So I know a lot of us is afraid of the dark, and some of us are very brave to go alone in the dark. So which will be thumbs up or a thumbs down? Okay, very good. Third situation, you have to stay with a family member or a friend for that night. You have to stay with a family member or a friend that night. So is it a thumbs up for you or a thumbs down? Okay, for the last situation, your parents wants you to go to the dentist. I know a lot of us is afraid to go to the dentist, especially when we have a bad tooth. So, will you be that kid who is afraid to go to the dentist, or will you be the brave one? So, which is thumbs up or thumbs down? Okay, very good kids. Now, I want you guys to open your eyes. So remember, in the story, Joseph had to deal with a lot of scary things, and he was probably scared also. But what did Joseph know? He knew that God was always with him. Isn't it awesome to know that someone is with you when you are afraid? So kids, always remember when you are in that situation, or there are times that you are afraid, always remember that God is always with you. A God who loves you and will be there for you in any situation in your life. So for our bottom line, I want you kids to repeat after me, okay? So here we go. I can trust God no matter what. Okay, one more time. I can trust God no matter what. Okay, very good. Now let's say it loudly. I can trust God no matter what. Okay, very good kids. It was nice seeing you today, and I hope to see you guys next Saturday. Goodbye!
Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 to 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. Let's do it again. Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 to 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 to 6. Hey kids! Thank you so much for joining us this week on UpStreet. And as always, I hope you had fun and you learned something. So if you want to know more about our big idea, trust, and knowing that we can always count on God, then make sure to catch us again next Saturday, same time, 10 a.m. Okay? Goodbye!